Neil Diamond on your Saturday morning. The Texas man making a big statement to support the president. Check this out. Kyle Courtney bought an entire billboard slamming ABC News over their coverage of alleged Russian interference in the presidential election. It says, quote, "I grew up with you. We are through. The Russians didn't elect Donald Trump. I did."
Kyle Courtney, the man behind that billboard, joins us now. Kyle, good morning to you. I guess this means you'll never, ever get back together with ABC.
It appears so.
What happened? Why did you want to put that billboard up?
I just watched too much misinformation, and, you know, I've been around a while, and I think I know the truth when I see it, and I think I know when someone is trying to pull the wool over my eyes.
Was there a tipping point? Because we've seen a lot of this coverage. What was the tipping point for you?
Donald Trump being elected by the Russians was kind of the tipping point for me.
Because you're someone who went out and voted for him, and so you're making the point that, no, it was us, the voters, that elected President Trump. It was not the Russians, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So what has the response been from people that have seen this billboard, people that you've talked to about it? What are they saying about it?
It's been phenomenal. I probably had 200 emails the first day, which was Wednesday. I kind of thought it was going to slow down on Thursday. It just picked up on Thursday, and then yesterday was off the hook. I've got an office manager and my daughter in the office, and we run a water well drilling business, and let's just say that we didn't get much business done.
Nice. Mr. Courtney, do you think the American news media has lost touch with the American people?
I really do.
Explain that.
Not all of the American news media has lost touch, but the mainstream media has. I don't know where they get their information. I don't know. It's as if they never leave New York City, but there's a lot of America out here. There are a lot of people who we don't feel like they represent us.
By the way, how much did that billboard, as we close, how much did that cost you? It's coming out of your own pocket.
I'd like to keep that to myself, if that's okay.
I do want to know, before we let you go, Kyle, as you probably heard in our last segment, the daily press briefings will no longer be televised. Obviously, the members of the media, some of them will not be televised. Members of the media are up in arms about this. What do you think? Do you think that was a good move?
A good move on my part?
Good move for them to not be televising as many of the press briefings.
I do. When you have a room full of reporters whose only agenda is to tear you apart, it's a feeding frenzy. I believe that that is a good move on their part.
All right, Kyle Courtney making a statement with the billboard and making a statement right here on Fox and Friends this morning. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, sir.